Welcome back to another video, y'all. This video is because of this comment here, and we're about to get into it. Let's talk fibs. He asked for my settings. I'm not gonna make you wait. Off the bat, these are my settings. If you don't want to hear anything I got to say, you can see these are my settings, right? On my regular level side, I have a 0.236, have a 0.382, a 0.5, which is the 50%. These are all percentage levels, you guys. 0.618%, 0.786%, 0.886%, and the 1%, the 100%, which each one of these tells me something different, right? The 0.236 is really, for me, invalid. It is a zone level that I don't really want to trade off of because it could be a retracement and it can just continue down. It's not enough meat on the bone per se for 0.236, but from the 0.382 all the way to the 0.618, these are all golden levels. So golden level, golden level, golden level. I can literally, but this is the main golden level you'll see on my fibs. Like if you can look over here to your left real quick, my only one that is golden is the 61.8. This is that's the perfect level. Like if you could ever have it be the same way every time, we would want it to be that level. But once you get into the 78.6 and the 88.6, this is where you get deep discount. You get deep retracement. This is where you get big moves, right? And so, and then the 100% level, that is invalid. The moment that breaks that structure, the moment that it pulls back to that, what I was thinking is no longer incorrect. So you don't move your stop loss, you don't move the Fibonacci retracement to a new point. It is no longer invalid. And so that's the first thing. The second part of that is the extensions, and this is how we find our take profits. People are always asking, how do you find take profits? How do you get your take profits? How do you know where to get the money, right? You start off at zero. So this is going to always, if I'm in the uptrend, let's just start it. If I'm in the uptrend, this is always going to be the beginning of the impulse, and you're going to always bring it to the top of a move, and you're going to drag it out into the future, right? And so as you can see, this is the invalid, because this is where I started, and this is where price started to move back from. And so this is always my zero. This is my equal high. In this case, in the uptrend, it's the equal high, and the downtrend is the equal low, right? And so I want price to, now once I got my equal high, I want price to, well, once I have my highest point of price action, I want price to make it do what it do and hit phase two. So you always start with impulse. The pullback that always happens in the market, because the market moves in three phases: impulse, correction, continuation. Is higher highs and higher lows, lower lows and lower highs and lower lows, and then it's consolidation and range, right? So market gonna either go up, market gonna go down, or market gonna go sideways. And we don't touch sideways markets, right? Unless you got a system for that. But I trade one system, one pair, and I'm sticking on this for until it showed me that it just don't respect it no more, and I doubt if that's gonna ever happen. If you can see, I got a dotted line here. Let's say that's the 4 hour. Let's say this line right here is the 1 hour. And once we got that break of structure on the 1 hour, we broke structure, we retested. That's how we know. If you watch any of my other videos, you know that that's where we know the trend has changed, right? And we realize that we are now in phase two, P2, our correction phase, and we now have our highest point, and so we can mark this up. And once we mark that up, we know that we are now looking for some of these levels to happen, right? So the 0.32, this could have just been a deep retracement, and it could have continued to go up, which is why I don't respect it. But once it get here, you see this lines up with another level, and this is a deeper this is a deep pullback, and so it's more healthy and we can respect it. But it came to the 61.8, bounced up, came back, and this is what a lot of people would have looked at this. If these were wicks, this would be a liquidity grab, right? And so I just want to make sure we are in the camera. So it would have been a liquidity grab. It came to a 61.8. I'm like, okay, I'm a high alert. Like, okay, this is, we're starting to get ready. If I'm on the 4 hour on the dotted line, it came down and it started to push up. Once I see it starting to push up, I'm dropping down to my 1 hour. I see a breakage structure on my 1 hour. Once I see that breakage structure, I'm now dropping down to my 15 and my 5 minute and wait for that pullback to come back. It's going to break. It's always going to break. It's going to retest. And we don't enter on the retest, we don't enter on the break, we don't enter on the retest, we enter on the confirmation candle, the candle that says that I want to continue making higher highs and higher lows, and I respect this space in this trend. And so as you can see, TP1 is always going to be equal high, right? We start making higher highs and higher lows. We don't got to get out of the trade when it pulled back right here because it didn't break this structure. We don't got to get, we pushed up. Let's move this up. Let's move this around a little bit, right? Let's just give it a little bit more room. So boom, we started to go up. We broke through the 23, the 0.236, and it started to come back. And most people get nervous. We get nervous. Listen.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You hear me? Like, bro, relax, breathe. If you can breathe, you can think. If you can think, you can execute. What is it doing? It's just doing a pullback. It's just a pullback. It's not a complete, it's not a reversal. It's not a correct, it's a correction. It's a pullback. It's not a reversal. Breathe. What is it doing? Let me go to my 4 hour. Let me go to my 1 hour. Let me go. First, let me get out of this 5 and 15 and go back to my 1 hour. Go back to my 4 hour, right? To see what is it doing on a higher time frame. And if this broke here, if this point would have broke this point, then this is now a reversal and this is no longer phase 3. This is actually phase 2. We're still in the correction phase and I need to wait for my phase 3 to actually happen with the breaker structure. If it don't break, there's no need to get nervous. There's nothing to worry about. Yeah, it almost hit TP1, which is my equal high, but I don't have to stress. I don't have to worry because this didn't break that. And I know that as long as it didn't break, it's going to start to turn around and continue its movement. And the same thing happened here. Once this it breaks TP1, it get close to TP2, it's gonna make a pullback. If it don't come back and break this level, then I know that I am still in my trade and I can take this to TP2. Once all of that happened, I'm looking at my my stop loss, right? My stop loss will always be below here. It's going to be below here because this is now reversal territory, or it's the continuation of the correction phase, right? Correction that's not done. And so if I'm in this trade and this came below here, this is now invalid. Get what I'm saying? And so I am, that's my take loss. That's my stop loss. If I'm in this trade, I don't want it to go past this because that's gonna tell me we're still in phase 2 and I got in early. And that happens sometimes. And so that's really it, y'all. Let me show y'all, let me just do a quick settings. You can take a screenshot of this. On the screen, you can take a screenshot of this. Again, I got the 0, 2.36, 3.82, 0.5, 0.618, 0.786, and the 1, and the 0.886. And then my extension levels is my negative 0.27, negative 0.61, and my 0, my equal high, right? And so I got these colored specifically. I got these gray, white or gray area so that they not all, it's not a bunch of colors. My golden is gold, my golden level. My red, my invalidation, if this break this, I want no more parts of this. And all of my take profits is green. I got my extended, do not extend on. I got the trend line off. I have backgrounds off. If I have backgrounds on, it'll look like, you will see your thing look like this. But because they're white, it's one specific color. But like if I made this, you see how that just changed right there, right? So each one of these to be their own specific color. So I don't like that. Too much noise going on. Let me go back to white. And I just take backgrounds off. So that's a clean. Everything goes small. I got my levels to the my words and my labels to the right. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so screenshot that and boom. Hope this was a good video. Try to get into it as quickly as possible. I wanted to keep this quick and sweet. I don't want you guys having to come here and getting any extra fluff. I want you to get what you probably ain't get from somewhere else, something that somebody isn't explaining well enough. If I didn't explain this well enough, let me know. If this was a good video, let me know.